Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. You join us back with THICC. We're gonna be smashing some fools with our poise and our strength, but before we do that, we gotta talk to our friend. Hello!
You don't look
I'm not. I'm very nice.
I am Solaire of Astor,
Hi, Slayer.
an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son.
But you've already got one.
You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
I don't know. I think THICC's reaction's pretty plain, to be honest. She doesn't really sort of care about these kind of things. She's got like sort of dead eyes.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Always for you, Slayer. Always.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
I am so game for that.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
I would hate to be blind. Now, we've got us some jolly cooperation thing if we need to, but I'm not probably going to worry about that too much in this playthrough. Mainly, what we're going to be using that for is to summon our good old friend Solaire's quest line later. Oh yes, this is going to suck. Whoosh. Ugh. Fantastic. The benefit of the very grumpy dragon there is it allows us to get to the shortcut, which saves us a bit of time in a minute. Bonk. Ugh. Splat. Now, we should be able to do a little bit of leveling up as well, I think. Let's have a look. We need to get our strength up, mostly so we can one-hand this at some point, but also... what do we need? 22 or 24 strength for this? I forget. We're not going to do that. We're going to do 20, and then we're probably going to do vitality up as well. There we go. Fantastic. There's no particular rush with the strength requirement here. We're going to get to it eventually, and for the most part, we're just going to be kicking some major ass. Actually... However, this next section can be a little bit arduous. I'm going to kindle this one. This is a pretty central bonfire, and having this kindled is really useful. For those who don't know, kindling allows me to increase the flame's potency and gives us the ability to have 10 potions, or Estus flasks, rather than just 5. Isn't that grand? Saves a bit of hassle. Now, it does use humanity for the flavour, but hey, I'm going to get invaded in a minute and killed anyway, so what difference does it make? Right, we're going to be travelling underneath rather than above ground. Because I do that out of habit these days. So we're just going to run around here and splat this fine fellow. Oops. By that I mean I completely missed. Sorry, that was rude of me. But I have the ability to splat people at maximum splat potential with this lovely weapon. We are, however, going to get gribblers up above trying to fight us. But we don't care about that. Dead rat. Oh, got humanity off the rat. Another dead rat. Thank you. That's a really good reward. Bonk. The thing about this weapon that THICC is currently using is it's reasonably slow. Though Ravelord Nito did bless us with his, well, blessing. It's still a really tricky weapon to use correctly at times. So we have to make sure we get the timing right, otherwise we go splat, and not in a fun, cool way. Splat in sort of awkward, I'm going to die way. Look at the damage on that thing there. BAM! He dead. He very dead. There's a summoning sign. We don't care about that though. We are potentially going to get invaded, which is a bit of a bogus. We don't want that. Also, we are potentially going to die here, which I'm going to try and avoid. This guy is very grouchy. Can I backstab with 1, 6? No, you can't even backstab with that like that. Oops. Do it properly. Do it properly. Ooh, that was a bad one. Do it properly. I say, sir, you're making this jolly awkward for me. Seriously, look at that. Look, that's how much damage I can do to you. There we go. Now we swap and beat him up. That's what I was trying to do. It just wasn't going very well. Beep! Titanite chunk for our trouble. And 2 Estus flasks. That actually wasn't that bad. That guy frequently misbehaves. Parrying him can be a bit tricky because of his moveset, and that was actually a pretty good outcome. Especially as I'm slightly lower level than I normally would be. Normally I'd be able to one-hand my weapon right now, but I haven't used the dragon to farm. Because that's pretty boring to watch. So instead we're just going to beat fools up. What up? Now the piggy up there, Piggy is grouchy. There's a few things we can do to Piggy to upset him. And we'll be doing a few of those things in this very journey of ours. So we kill this fine fellow. We walk forward. Slay these slightly obnoxious looking men. You don't care about you. Nice. What we can do with the Alluring Skull is actually pretty funny. So watch this. We put the Alluring Skull in. Try again. Put the Alluring Skull in here somewhere. What we do, we buzz this into the fire. Like so. And everyone's like, oh my god, that looks awesome. Let's go look in the fire. Ah, I'm dead though. Piggy will do the same. He's like, yeah, I love fire. Fire's great. Fire's great. Fire's the best thing ever. Oh man, fire's great. We buzz another one to the fire because he's dumb. He'll have another look now. And he's like, oh my word. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. What? Funny side effect of this is the hollows come out of the ground and look at the fire as well. Oh well. My dude. It's a really efficiently funny way of getting rid of Piggy without too much hassle. Now. Everyone else is dead. These fine fellows up here are not dead. However, they will be shortly. Unless I miss every single shot like that. Oh, nightmare. Nightmare. Come on, boys. As you see, the Ravelord sword is a thing of wonder and joy at this point in the game. It makes this laughably, I wouldn't say easy, because Dark Souls is not an easy game regardless of what you do. But it makes it easier, perhaps. Now, I've also got us a special key. A special key that will allow me to stab a man to death. At least I hope. What I'll probably end up doing is kicking him off, because he is quite dangerous no matter what we do. Especially at this low level. So I'm probably going to boot his ass off into the great beyond. Ow. But I'm thick, and that's my poise you're ruining there. Anyway, let's quickly run across the beams, collect the goodies, and travel back. This area of the bug is pretty manageable, even as a casual player. It's not an especially difficult area. There is, however, one particular set of enemies that have a particular set of skills that are very, very annoying. These guys. However, they cannot deal with the Gravelord sword very easily. As you can see, my god, my health. They do hit quite hard, even with all this thick armor on. Thank you very much. Because our overall level is low, it actually lowers our overall defense, which can be a bit of a problem. Even with this burly armor, it can make things a bit tricky. Of course, so can missing the enemies. There's a couple more Boulder Knights, but nothing outrageous. There's one to my... There we go, he's dead instantly. And this fine fella gets stabbed. I said this fine fella gets stabbed. Thank you. Bloody more like it. Yoink. There's a couple of more of these Boulder Knights around. I'm being invaded. Oh, Adonis. That's a problem. Okay. This isn't so bad, because I can kind of cheese my way out of this. He doesn't know where I am yet, which is fortunate. That he's over there somewhere. Okay, so he doesn't know where I am, which is cool. I can go challenge the boss if I want to. Or alternatively, I can just wait for him and see what we end up with. I do need to go get the key, but I also don't want to lose all my souls. So what I'll probably end up doing is sticking around this area. I don't know. There he is. He's just healed himself or cured his poison or something. Now, what are the chances of him actually behaving? Pretty much 0. Okay, he's using Will of the Gods. It's fine. Okay, he's going to run away and heal because he's a bit of a coward, probably. Holy shit! Ah, twig builds. They're fantastic. Yeah, you're a big man. I mean, you took that shot to the face very well. I mean, That was a particularly special knot roll you pulled off there. Now, why I died where I did is because we can go do this. As long as I don't fall. Alternatively, I could just fall off and lose all my souls anyway. It's fine. I didn't want them. Souls overrated. Right. That was a fantastic slip there. Thanks, guys. Splat. Now, because I essentially killed my way through and got the key, but we can essentially do a here's one I did earlier build. So we head actually back down to Phoenix Shrine and take the shortcut. Whee! Bit unfortunate we died there, but 4,000 souls is pretty much Zippo, so I'm not really that worried. I mean, it's a couple of levels at this stage in the game, but it's nothing I can't really repair. Pardon me, come through. Bonk. The issue with this is kind of a good thing and a bad thing of the remaster is that the multiplayer is now working properly. The bad thing is that the multiplayer is now working properly, so you can get invaded with guys like that where you pretty much don't have too much of a hope. Oh, fucking rat. You sneaky bastard. We're just gonna go to towards the final boss anyway, so it's not too far to go. Stop that. Final boss, I said. The second boss. That's what I meant. Lovely. Careful. So we've already got 900 souls back. As you can see, it doesn't really take long to get souls back generally. I'm not worried in the slightest about that death particularly, other than it being slightly annoying. Okay, so let's get rid of this poison a minute. I'm not going to reverse hollowing for now, simply because I need to go get my... Actually, I don't need to get my souls back, do I? I could read, but I'll possibly get invaded again. It's going to stop things while I'm recording. Now, because we did the shortcut earlier, we can just sneak all the way back up to where we were without any problems. We haven't got to fight for all the Boulder Knights again. Whereas, unfortunately, if you snuffed it... if I'd have snuffed it normally playing, that would have been unfortunately it. Because I'd have to do the entire section again. Getting Wrath of the Gods is a really mean thing to do for low level, actually. I could have probably rolled out of it, but hey, whatever. Right, let's fight this guy. I shouldn't fight him in here because it makes things a bit awkward. But we don't care about that. As you can see, he's pretty much got no hope. Bye! Oh, we dropped the tower shield, that's cute. Right, anyway. So first things first, we need to go upstairs and deal with the horrible gribblers. I need to... Oh, Boulder Knight. Right. My mistake. First of all, get rid of the Boulder Knight. This Chandler dude dances around like a real prick and upsets all of the locals. And because they're upset, they get real aggy and they come and have a Barney with us. But we ain't putting up with that nonsense. We're just gonna stab him. Oh, that guy's come out to play. That's pretty handy. Bonk. Okay, he's dead now. He doesn't respawn, which is super nice. However, they're still empowered, which means we've got to be a little bit careful here. How many left? 3. Oh! Shit. Okay, yeah, she didn't really connect. Cool, there we go. And we're back to full health. Nice. And we got some humanity, and I've almost got my souls back from where I snuffed it. That's okay. Cool. One more Boulder Knight. And one horrible Gribbler to sort out as well. So he's dead. Bye-bye. The Titanite Shards are lovely, thank you. I'll use that to upgrade my stuff in a minute. When I have a few more levels on me, it won't be so bad being human. Because I'll be able to defend myself a bit easier with more health and whatnot. But as it stands at the moment, getting invaded can be a real setback. Though, it also is pretty funny. So I'm not too worried. It's just unfortunate when you die before checkpoints. That's where it gets a bit of an issue. Anyway, let's free this arsehole. Oops, I'm sorry, I just skipped through all his text out of habit. He basically says, "Hi, I'm Knight Lautrec, I'm stuck, can you help me?" is what he said.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Kari. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Yeah, no worries, sure. So he's going to guarantee us a suspiciously awkward reward. That's very nice of him. But only later, of course. Now, what we want to do is obviously go and start a fight with the Gargoyles. Hopefully not going to die. The Gargoyles tend to go one of two ways. Either I manage to get past the initial barrage they do and kill them pretty easily, or I get stuck on one of them and it decides to beat me up. Because again, you can make the game easier, like what I'm doing here. Certainly makes some of the bits easier. However, it also makes some of the bits a bit more awkward. And THICC is lovely, but she's not very sturdy yet. She's not at THICC peak potential. And to do that, we've got a few of the bits and bobs to sort out. Like, you know, getting some levels up. Not dropping off edges and dying would be a good start. I'm actually amazed I didn't swear when that happened. I was getting pretty annoyed. Hey guys! What we'll probably do is swap to sword and shield, and then swap to two-hand again once he's a bit closer, so I don't make a mistake. Imagine being stuck up there for ages, only for some knobhead with a really powerful weapon to come ruin it for you in like 4 shots. Most of the time, I think these guys are actually easy. They're actually easier than Tauros. Oops. It's gonna be awkward. Okay. There's no particular rush here, so we just carefully take it. And ooh. Now the second one won't turn up yet, so we got a bit of time to do this. Oh, it turned up. Wow, way to ruin that for me. So we're going to kill this one straight away. Ah, shit. I did not swap. That's slightly awkward. We're probably going to die. No, okay, we're good. We're good. Now we're going to move. Okay, I need to move out of the way because it's going to get nasty otherwise. Excuse me, come through. Pardon me. Now the problem with having both like this is you can get it can get a little bit awkward. So we're just going to keep moving and it's going to miss, I hope. Yeah. We can glug. Oh, I don't need to glug twice, do I? Okay. This second one that breathes fire is a bit of a dick. So we're probably going to just quickly take him out. Come on, guys. Behave yourselves. Okay. Right, so the second one's dead before the first one, which is pretty unusual, actually. Okay, he's dead. That was it. Cool. That was my mistake. Again, I'm normally higher level than this, so I can actually swing my thing one-handed. That's obviously not... We're not quite as high level as I was expecting. Probably because I chucked 4k souls down a hole like an idiot. Which doesn't help. But anyway, we've got lots and lots of souls to level up. The thing is, right, losing souls early on doesn't matter because the low-level stuff is so cheap in terms of XP. You can easily get it back. Killing one boss puts you pretty much close to where you would have been. It's not that much difference. Beep, 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 beep. So there we go, one bell rung. Not too bad at all. We're going to have to do some shenanigans in a minute, though. Shenanigans are fun. Ring, ding, ding. Also, I got to stop looking like a, you know, a dried sausage, which would be a good start. We have rung the bell. And everybody else in all their games can hear us ring this bell. I'm sorry, excuse me, I have to drink on camera, which I don't normally do, but it's really hot here today. Oh man, it is super warm. Cool, bell rung. Fantastic. Also been playing Bloodborne on my streams, which has a different method for dropping down ladders. Managed to almost kill myself many times. Very handy. Anywho's. Whee! Get to meet my favourite NPC. I love this guy. He's so happy. Look at him. Alright. Greetings!
I am Oswald of Careem, the Park.
Hey, Oswald.
No peerest to like fate, yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sins might be.
Well, we can actually buy indictments. I think they're really cheap. We should buy one, and next person who invades us, we should spite indict them. We learn the gesture, which is great, and we bog off, and he says an amazing line.
Stopping our indictments? How honorable of you.
Oh, he doesn't do the one I like. Hold on a sec, we can fix that.
You are not welcome any time. It is
What a sinister laugh. I wish I had a laugh as sinister as that. It's incredible. I wonder if he, like, practiced that before talking to people. Because that's pretty badass. Now, everything is going according to plan, more or less, except for the falling down the whole thing and getting invaded thing. Those weren't according to plan at all. That was actually really bad and super ruined things. But apart from that, it's all going to plan. There is one other thing we need to do here. That guy here just chilling out. Like, hey dude. Hey, how's it going? Hey. You come here often? I mean, which one of us looks prettier? Bye. Not my type. We need to go get a key before moving on. The key happens to be down here. Oh, I didn't kill these guys. Well, if I die here, that'll be awkward. Boulder Knight coming in. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Boulder Knight number 2 coming in. 3, 2, 1. Roll back. 3, 2, 1. Splat. Okay, that was fine. Those guys usually behave in the same manner every time, which makes them a little bit easier to deal with. Is there another one in here? I forget. Or is there one out here? Don't think so. We can open up this gate, which is the other thing we could have done if the invader, before the invader got to us, to try and open the gate. Makes the shortcut a little bit easier. We do want this basement key. It's very handy. I.e., we need it to actually continue. But we're done here. Oh, I could Homeward Bone. In fact, I'm going to Homeward Bone. Save me some walking. Weep. That should take us back to Firelink Shrine. And we should have Knight Lautrec down here somewhere, which is great, because we're going to deal with him in a second. Okay, right then. I need my strength to there, like that. That's perfect. That's how we want it. And now I can one-hand this thing. Perfect, because that's going to stop me making silly mistakes. Okay, time to do some choosing. Now, before I showed you something cool. I can't remember which way around we need to do this. It's this way, isn't it? Before I showed you something really cool, where you basically invade this guy. Do you remember in the first Let's Play? This time, we're not going to do that. Fuck off, prick. Ha 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 ha. He's a knob. Oh, he is. That guy sucks. Yes, he does. Oh, no, he dead. Sweet, thanks. Got us the Ring of Favor and Protection, which is friggin' fantastic. Bonk. Thank you. He can't kill the lovely lady down there now, and he can't really hurt anybody. Bye. And technically, we didn't kill him. Ha ha ha. We got a few souls, but not anything worthwhile. Okay. What's the best way to go this time? We're going to go up. Probably. We want to go to the basement. So I want to go back this way. Oh, I'm going to be human again. I'll change when we get to the bonfire. Cool. Now, benefit of us having the ability to sword and board now, of course, is we don't take... We can actually use the one-handed version of attack, which is really handy. It stops us making any silly mistakes on bosses, which is lovely. Bonk. The running jump with that is also a little bit easier to do. Don't land on my head, you prick. Now, the Ring of Favor and Protection gives us increased stamina load, which allows me to put my helmet on. I think. Yep. Gives us increased stamina load. Increased HP. So it's a really good ring. I think it does something else as well. HP, stamina, and max equipment load. There we go. Yeah. So overall, just a very, very good ring, worth keeping on. It's actually probably the ring. These are the two rings we're probably just going to wear the entire time. Until later on, anyway. Now, because the single-handed attack is actually a lot quicker and uses less stamina, these guys will die very, very quickly to pretty much everything we do. Which is fantastic. Oi! There's no need for that. There's no need for that. We're too thick for your powers. Seriously, these guys underestimate how thick THICC really is. We are massive. We are strong. We have the poise of champions now, especially with the helmet on as well. We will not be stopped by your silly... Oh, well, an arrow to the head will look pretty bad no matter which way you look at it. Oh. Oh! Stop hitting me in the head, you unnaturally accurate undead prick. Yeah, I mean you, jerk. Two things to go get. Well, I mean, my pride, which I still left down that hole earlier as I plummeted to my doom stupidly. And I need a key to free someone. Bonk. Bonk. We went here earlier, didn't we? We spoke to this fine gentleman. Back for more, eh?
Oh, think
Right. Purchase an item. Residence key. We want this for now.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Hey, where are you going?